This is a short video of the rough spots that I would like to have a closer look at if I were interested in buying this bike. We'll start with the front fender and this dent here and loss of paint where a water ski hit the fender. A very sad day. Staying with the front fender, we have some chips in the back here, chip there, chip here, and in the back of the fender down here it looks like where some brake fluid had done some damage. A little wrinkling of the paint there. So we'll stay with the front end. We have some corrosion on the fender stays here, the chrome peeling off there, as well as the sweeper brackets here, which also hold the brake lad. Sweeper brackets are pretty cracked too, but they're still doing their job. Same thing on the other side. Same instance of the brakes or the fender stays and this mount here. That's about it for the front. We'll go to the headlight. There is some light bubbling, not really a bubbling, just some hazing on the trim. There's definitely some chrome falling off back here of the bucket itself. Up on the handlebars we have the horn button, and that switch is kind of chrome falling off there. We have a little light rust here on the choke mechanism. The valve train tube has a fair amount of corrosion on it on this side. Not so much the rear cylinder, that one's in pretty good shape. The points cover, which I highlighted in the picture gallery, is a little bit corroded on the top, but still a nice solid piece if you wish to re-chrome that for some reason. The frame, pretty much original, so you can imagine there's a number of little nicks and scrapes in it here and throughout the whole bike, the foot pegs and everything. It's old. Lots of good slime on the swing arm where I generously lubricated the chain. The chain guard is in very good shape. You can see both springs of the rear shocks have rust on the chrome itself. The Contis, this right side is in pretty good shape. There is some very light rusting, nothing that couldn't be polished out probably for the most part. We might have a slight pitting left over. The rear tail light is in good shape. The lens is in very good shape. The chrome is in good shape. We're not supposed to talk about the good shape stuff. So we'll go to the next Conti, which has a hole here. That's the nasty side. And other than that spot and a couple little spots toward the end, that's kind of like the other side. Just some very light pitting. As the other shock springs, not quite as bad as the right side. Again, much chipping from this on the frame and the foot pegs. I rode this bike to work every day when I first got it, much to the chagrin of the owner of the Kawasaki dealership that I worked for. He made me park it out back for obvious reasons. I didn't make any attempt to polish up any of the side covers because I figured I'd leave that to the next owner because I know what a pleasant and satisfying job that is, and those will polish up really nice. And other than that, I think that's about it.